Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Wilayah TV and welcome to our program Keys of Life, where we discuss important matters about our everyday lives. Now, in the last program, we discussed self-conceit, or ujb as they call it. It means when you have excessive pride in a quality that you have, or in something special that you think you have. We discussed how some people are self-conceited about their knowledge. They think they are very knowledgeable, and how this is to their detriment, and how this stops them from progressing. We also discussed how some people are self-conceited about the amount of worship they do. For instance, how much they worship Allah. And let's be honest, we can never worship Allah enough. However much you worship Allah, you must be sad that you did not worship Him more, because that is why we were created, to worship and thank Allah. So if you read a page of Quran a day, you shouldn't be excessively happy about that. You should be wanting to do more. If you want to do more, Allah will help you to do more. But if you think, that's enough, I read a page of Quran a day and I'm very proud of it, I read a page of Quran a day, and you're self-conceited about it, then you will not have the opportunity to read more. You will not have the opportunity to worship Allah more, because Allah gives you this opportunity. This is a gift from Allah that you are able to worship Him, that you know Him, that you know the Ahlul Bayt, that you know the Imam al-Mahdi. May Allah hasten his reappearance. So you need to be able to worship Him more and more. Another matter which people usually have self-conceit about is their lineage, and unfortunately we see this quite a lot. Some people who have great fathers, who are great scholars, who are from great families, think that for some reason, because they have this special quality, that they can be self-conceited about it, and they can be excessively proud of what their father did. And that's just the thing. It's what their father did, not what they did. We don't allow this in Islam. We don't accept this in Islam. If your father is a great man, or your great-great-grandfather was a great marja', that's very good for you. That's very good to have that in your lineage. But that is nothing for you to be excessively proud of, because you need to achieve that. And every person, they sleep in their own grave. I sleep in my own grave. You sleep in your own grave. I am accounted for my own deeds. You are accounted for your own deeds. My grandfather is not brought when I am accounted for my own deeds. My grandfather is not brought into my grave, and he will not answer or be accounted for my sins or my good deeds. Everybody is accounted for their good deeds. It's good to have a good family name, and you should thank Allah for having a good grandfather, good parents, Shia grandparents, Shia family, but it is not something which you should be excessively proud of, or you should be self-conceited about. No, it is something you should only thank Allah for, and remember that you need to strive to be your grandparent. If your grandfather is such a great man, if your father is such a great man, and you feel self-conceited about this, this means that you won't strive to be like him. You won't strive to surpass him. Why can't you surpass your father or grandfather? You'll just say, oh, my father's fame, my father's reputation will outlive me, and it will serve me for the rest of my life. And that's a dangerous place to be. We want to make our fathers proud, our grandfathers proud, so you need to work for it. It would not be fair that if your grandfather was a famous and good man, that you would just automatically be given a status. It doesn't work like that. And in Islam, it does not work like that. And we have hadiths from the Imams and from the Prophet that each person is accounted for their own deeds. It doesn't matter which family you belong to, you have to be able to be accountable for your own deeds. So again, self-conceited here, being too proud, excessive pride in your family, it stops you from progressing, because you think you don't need to do more. Being excessively proud of your father's money or your father's business, it stops you from doing more. Why? Because you say, oh, my father has a business, I don't need to do anything. It makes you lazy. And what happens is the future generations lose out, because you will be the missing link. You won't be strong. You won't continue your father's legacy, your grandfather's legacy. And that's what you should do. You should strive to be better. Ask Allah to help you to be better than your parents, better than your grandparents. Make them proud. Do good deeds. Strive to be better. And don't live off the reputation of your father or the money of your grandfather or the famousness of or knowledge of your parents. You need to make your own reputation, be your own person. And this really needs to spread in our Shia community, because it seems to be a common thing now where people use their father's name and abuse it, to be honest. So we need to be stronger people, make our own name. Thank you for tuning in. Please join us for the next program. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay.